Sri Satchidananda Sadguru Sainath Maharaj Ki Jai. Sri Sai Satcharitra An Insight-Episode-55. My humble prostrations at the lotus feet of our Sadguru Sai. By the divine grace of Sai, an attempt has been made to translate the gist of the divine discourse of Sri Ramanathan brother telecasted in Sai TV. This is purely done to share the glory of Sai and his divine teachings with more insight to the aspirants. Om Gurur Brahma Gurur Vishnuhu Gurur Devo Maheshwaraha Gurur Sakshat Parabrahmam Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. In the previous episode, we marveled at the divine experience bestowed by our Sadguru Sai on Mule Shastri. There are countless instances in which Baba has given the vision of one's Ishta Devata, that is, their loving deity or Guru, when they came for his darshan. How is that probable for Baba? It is because of his inconceivable powers. Baba has taken this form for the sake of his devotees. He is the mother, father, friend, guide, guru, and God of his devotees. Nothing is unfeasible. Such was the incarnation of Baba, the Parabrahman, and his deeds are unfathomable. The saints never performed such leelas for worldly pride or rewards, but every thought and action of them had deeper vision. Baba's prowess was such that could destroy the fear of this world and wipe out the insurmountable sins of those who behold his feet. For instance, my beloved God could be Lord Kartikeya, and when I go for Baba's darshan, in order to establish firm faith in me and to intensify my devotion, Baba might give me a darshan of Lord Kartikeya. Such unique experiences will give immense joy and engross me in overwhelming love for Lord Kartikeya and Sai Baba. This is the purpose of such divine leelas. The great saints, renouncing the attributeless and formless nature, has manifested in this world for the sake of saving their devotees from the cycle of birth and death. Hemat Panji says, the holy feet of Sai is a haven of refuge to those who have wholeheartedly surrendered. When Baba casts a glance on his devotee, his sins are washed away and enables him to traverse this worldly ocean easily, that facilitates to attain the highest goal of life, that is liberation. Sai Baba has revealed himself in innumerable forms. He has taken the form of Lord Dattatreya, Rama, Hanuman, Shiva, Krishna, and so on. Now we are almost at the closing of the 12th chapter, and Hemat Panji has shared a similar leela with us. A Mamlatdar, that is an officer in the revenue department, has set out of Shirdi for Baba's darshan. He also invited his doctor friend to join him for darshan, and this was the time Baba's fame had spread far and wide, say around the year 1909. This doctor was an ardent devotee of Lord Ram and was a Brahmin by caste. He had been diligently observing the prescribed rituals of worship. He had his reservations and said, Sai Baba is a Muslim and I am a devotee of Ram, and I will not bow down to him. Also, I have heard that he collects dakshina from devotees. As I will not bow down at his feet or give him any dakshina, I am hesitant from the outset about making a trip to Shirdi. Hearing this, the Mamlatdar replied, "Oh, please don't worry about that. You need not bow down. No one will insist on that, or you don't have to give any dakshina. So don't have any apprehensions on that." Now both arrived Shirdi and came for Baba's darshan. As soon as they entered Dwarakamai, to everyone's astonishment, Doctor ran towards Baba and prostrated at his feet. Mamlatdar was awestruck. He couldn't understand why the doctor gave up his resolution and ran towards Baba. Originally, this doctor hesitated to come to Shirdi, was not willing to prostrate at the feet of Baba. Apparently, none insisted him to change his behavior. Baba didn't speak a word. No miracle was transpired by Baba. Then what made the doctor to give up his prejudices? Anyhow, the Mamlatdar, being an ardent devotee of Baba, has witnessed few miracles in Shirdi, was certain that Baba might have brought this transformation in the doctor. Hence, after their darshan, he asked his friend, "Doctor, you were under the impression that Baba was a Musalman and you don't wish to even come for his darshan or touch his feet. Whereas, as soon as we stepped into Dwarakamai, you ran even before me to behold his feet. Can you please clarify on this?" Now, the doctor spoke thus: "Oh, I saw my handsome, dark-skinned Rama, the Supreme Protector, seated there, holding his bow. Devotees, what an astounding miracle this could be. Please bring this Leela to your mind's eye. A person who doesn't bow down to anybody else other than his adored deity finds that deity manifest there. What a jubilation! Will he not run towards his God as though his head is caught on fire? Won't he behold the feet of his favorite God and melt as that of an ice in heat?" Such were the emotions of the doctor. Forgetting his preconceptions, he surrendered at the divine feet of Sai Baba. Now, the doctor told the Mamlatdar, "Look, he is still seated on the seat and talking to everybody." Saying so, the doctor looked again at the asan. Now he didn't see his beloved Sri Rama, but Sai Baba. The doctor was flabbergasted and said, "How is that possible? Is this a dream?" "No, it is not. How can he be called a Muslim? He is a great Yoga Sampanna, that is, an avatar fully accomplished in all the yogas. He is truly the Kalpa tree." One moment he saw Sai, and the next he could see Ram there. "Oh, Sai annihilated my ego by making me prostrate at his feet. He was Sai and then he is Ram." The Mamlatdar and those listened to this marvelous Leela of Baba hailed to Sai Maharaj. Now, this wonderful Leela of Sai didn't end there. Though the doctor experienced an amazing Leela, his mind still played tricks. Of course, That is the nature of human mind. Neither we can predict it nor others, but the saints have the potential to read our thoughts perfectly. The next day, the doctor resolved to fast and not go to the masjid until Sai Maharaj called for him and blessed him. Also, he didn't divulge his thoughts to the Mamlatdar but stayed in the lodging. Whereas the Mamlatdar, unaware of the doctor's resolution, kept informing the doctor as and when he went for Sai's darshan. 3 days passed. Mamlatdar was puzzled at this behavior of the doctor, as he expected the doctor to accompany him for Baba's darshan, nevertheless didn't wish to enforce his thoughts upon him. On the fourth day, an interesting incident took place. A close friend of the doctor arrived from Khandesh to Shirdi for Baba's darshan. They have not met for years, so the doctor was very happy to meet his friend, and now his friend asked him to accompany for Baba's darshan. Doctor, forgetting his resolution, joined his friend to the masjid. Both entered Dwarakamai. The friend prostrated at the feet of Baba and offered his dakshana. When the doctor climbed the stairs of Dwarakamai and accosted Baba, immediately Baba asked, "Oh, doctor, did anybody come to call you so that you had come? Tell me." Doctor quickly recalled his vow and repented for his behavior. Omniscient Baba knew every thought of ours. He, the most compassionate one, considers every person that approaches him as his own child. Such is the love of Sai, peculiar, exceptional, unbiased, and unparalleled. Though Baba posed such a pricking question to the doctor, he graced him with another beautiful vision. Same night, the doctor enjoyed bliss supreme. Though the dream is not narrated by the doctor, he said during midnight, Baba had blessed him with sweetness of heavenly bliss. Now, doctor has no interest to go back to his town. He was completely absorbed in Baba's love. Such is the power of Baba's motherly love. It binds all those who confront it. Finally, both Mamlatdar and doctor decided to leave Shirdi and approached Baba to seek his permission. Baba granted leave and gave a sweet meat, that is barfi, as prasad. Both the friends left Shirdi happily. Though the doctor returned to his hometown, he continued to experience the blissful state for a fortnight, and his devotion for Sai strengthened. It is believed that Baba appeared as Lord Rama on the day of Christmas, that is on 25/12/1909. Though the doctor had his own hesitations to come to Shirdi, Baba tied the strings to this sparrow's feet, drew it to Shirdi, using Mamlatdar as an instrument, and blessed him with a marvelous experience. Thus ends the 12th chapter with a moral. Have firm faith in him who is your own Guru. If there is no firm conviction, then one's faith does not become effective and is not strengthened. Now let us enjoy listening to the 13th chapter, which talks about Bhimaji Patil's tuberculosis cured and many fascinating leelas of Sai. Hemat Panji had narrated this chapter in 194 OVs. This chapter is also very significant as it contains many affirmations of Baba. These promises should not be considered as simple assertions as that of a human beings, but prophecies of the Parabrahman, which will never fail. These declarations inspire and strengthens our faith and patience. For instance, there was a great devotee by named Meher Baba. His original name was Merwan Sherar Irani. He was a great saint and established an ashram near Arangon village south of Ahmednagar. Later, this site has become the place of Meher Baba's Samadhi and is lovingly named as Meherabad. Meher Baba met Shirdi Sai Baba as a youth around December 1915. Meher Baba says, Shirdi Sai Baba is the perfect master among the masters. He is God in human form. So not a single leaf can flutter without his wish, and hence whatever happens is obviously according to his divine wish, which is already preordained by him. He is not a foreteller, but what he tells happens. Even Lord Brahma writes what Baba dictates. Devotees, such is the divination of our Sadguru Sai, and this chapter is very significant as it comprises of those promises of Baba. Hence, I humbly request all the devotees to listen to this episode sincerely and devotedly, as it will ward off all your physical pains and sufferings. Hemat Panji says he is willing to narrate the Leela pertaining to Bhimaji Patil. But before he could progress with that, his mind gets filled with other Leelas of Baba, his nature, philosophies, affirmations, and so on, which might appear to be extraneous. But Hemat Panji realizes at every step that Baba is the doer, and this holy Charitra is written by Sai for his devotees, making use of him as a mere instrument. So, Hemat Panji submits himself completely at the lotus feet of Sai and says that the preparation and writing of the content of Sri Sai Satcharitra is as per the will and grace of Sai. Hemat Panji commences this chapter by elucidating the beautiful words spoken by Baba on the inscrutable power of Maya. Sai, being a Kshetra Sannyasi, that is a renunciant who lived in the place desired by him until his Mahasamadhi, had his own challenges and impediments. Sai says, though I am a fakir, have no wife or possess any house, leaving off all care, the inevitable Maya teases me. She even harasses me often. I forget her, but she doesn't forget me. She always comes and embraces me. The Maya, which originates from God, bewilders even Brahman and others. Then what to speak of a poor fakir like me? Devotees, what should we reflect from the words of Baba? Baba, the divine incarnation, shares his predicament with Maya and feels pity on simple souls like us and is anxious about our condition. Baba's words are short like the Vedas, pithy, profound, very comprehensive, yet compressed. Those who care for their welfare must listen to the words of Baba more attentively, as they are exact, never futile, reasonable, and precious. Baba is prompting us to remain aware and alert to our past and future. He is advising us to accept our fate and manage within our means. Always be contented. Why did Baba give this advice? Let's contemplate on that. It is because, in the perspective of the saints, illusion takes various dimensions. It could reflect as fear, disease, problems, anxiety, discontentment, grief, hurdles, and so on. So, according to the saints, all the above mentioned emotions, which has a very strong effect on our mind and body, are just a delusion and not real challenges. So, before discussing the sufferings caused by one of the above illusions, that is disease, Hemat Panji is stating the various declarations of our Sadguru Sai and the nature of Maya. To overcome the afflictions of Maya, Baba extolled the recitation of God's name as the antidote of Maya. Let us keenly listen to the explanation given by Baba on this. Baba says, pious persons whose sins have been destroyed and who have understood me can become my followers. Devotees listening to the stories of Sai will bestow you higher merits and burn all the sins. So, please heed to the Leelas of Baba with utmost faith and reverence. If you are devoted to Sai, it means you are blessed and fortunate. And this is probable as a result of your past good merits, which means your sins have been annihilated. We should not think that we are independent, powerful, and with our own efforts we can think of God. Listen to his sacred stories or read the divine scriptures. Never. A human being is not independent. His previous births, deeds are attached to him, and the ways of karma are strange. Whenever one tries to think of God, he is dragged towards other worldly pleasures. The more you try to escape from them, the greater you will be in their clutches. Vain is man's strife against it. Only the mercy of God can save us. So, unless our all compassionate and all pervading Sai graces upon us, we can't discourse Sri Sai Satcharitra or even listen to Sri Sai Satcharitra. Such is the greatness of this divine Charitra. He is our Savior. Let us all take refuge at His feet, and we will be freed from the clutches of Maya with His grace. Let us listen to the nectar-like words of our all-merciful Sai with humility. Sai Baba declares thus, those who are fortunate and whose merits have vanished, take to my worship. Sri Sai Satcharitra is not a book on Sai compiled by Hemat Panji to stir striking emotions of the readers, but this wonderful epic gives us a bird's eye view on the divine sojourn of our Sadguru Sai Baba. Hemat Panji is only an indirect cause to achieve the end. None can describe the lives of saints, but the saints inspire them and get the work done. Therefore, this autobiography of Baba, Sri Sai Satcharitra, is of paramount importance to the devotees as it is written by Sai Baba for the sake of satisfying the wishes of his devotees and to create faith in their hearts as that would lead them to self-realization and bliss. So, when Sai himself has written his life and given his affirmations, how can they be untrue or ineffective? Hence, whatever the great Sai, Cloud of Mercy, has mentioned, please listen to it carefully for the sake of your own welfare. In this connection, I would like to recall the declaration made by Lord Krishna. The Lord departed from earth, marking the end of Dwapar Yuga, and that happened when he was shot by an arrow of a hunter named Jara, which was obviously preordained by the Lord to abide by the law of karma. Though the physical form, that is Saguna form of Lord Krishna, disappeared, he will always remain in the eternal, all-pervading and omniscient consciousness, that is the Nirguna form. In Varaha Purana, Lord Krishna said to Brahma, I am subdued by persons who with devotion and love hear, decorate and worship Srimad Bhagavatam with clothes, flowers, ornaments, incense and lamp during festivals, just as a chaste wife subdues her husband. This declaration of the Lord clearly states that his divine energy has penetrated to the great epic Srimad Bhagavatam. Thus, even after thousands of years of Krishna's bodily departure, one can enjoy the bliss imparted by the Lord by merely reading his glories in Bhagavatam, as he is present in that and was narrated by him, inspiring the sages. Lord Krishna has also said in the Bhagavat, while talking to Uddhava, that saints are my incarnations. Therefore, devotees, please heed to the declarations of our Sadguru Sai that are given with tender love. He says, believe me, although I leave, my bones in my tomb will give you hope and faith. Not just myself, but also my tomb from now on will speak to those who surrender themselves completely to me. Baba has also said, if my stories are listened to, all the diseases will be got rid of. Believe me that if anybody sings my Leelas, I will give him infinite joy and everlasting contentment. So, hear my stories with respect, think and meditate on them, assimilate them. This is the way of happiness and contentment. These affirmations of Baba approves that Baba's godly powers are in Sri Sai Satcharitra, and Baba has manifested in the form of Sri Sai Satcharitra. Hence, I sincerely urge to all the listeners of these episodes to pay your full attention to the stories and parables of Sai, who is the protector of those who surrender to him heart and soul. Our friend and benefactor Sai said, recite Sai, Sai, always. I will take you beyond the 7 seas. If you believe in these words, you will be certainly benefited. I do not need elaborate worship, either 16-fold or 8-fold. Where there is infinite faith, I reside there. Actually, some Sai philosophers and writers denote Sri Sai Satcharitra as Sai Charitramrutam, which means the stories of Baba are like ambrosia. But devotees, even the ambrosia can only give immortality. But the nectar of Baba's stories surpass not only the sweetness in nectar, but also make our worldly path smooth and easy to traverse. In fact, it is very easy to listen to the stories of Sai when compared to all the other sadhanas. Baba said When these stories are listened attentively with loving devotion, then one can get rid of the cycle of births and death and ultimately gain the goal of self realization. Hemant Panji continues to expound the greatness of reading and hearing this great epic Sri Sai Satcharitra, then narrates the most beautiful and interesting Leela pertaining to Bhimaji Patil and how his disease was cured. The author says these narrations are sacred and purifying like the holy water of Ganges. Blessed are the ears of the listeners, for they become the means to gain good now and hereafter. By the grace of Sai, may we all continue to listen to more glories of our Sai in the coming episodes. Bow to Sri Sai. Peace be to all. Om Sai Ram.